Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope that you're having an awesome morning. Real quick question though, who loves Italian food? Me, everyone in this room loves it. Well, we have celebrity chef Lidia Bastianich. Did I do that good?
You did a great job.
Yay! She is also an Emmy award-winning TV host on PBS, and we are so blessed to have you this morning. I know the studio was already smelling good because she's going to do a cooking demo with Gordon today, but we are so blessed to have you, and you are here talking about your latest cookbook,
The latest
right?
book.
Yes!
Lydia's Celebrate Like an Italian. It's all about celebrations.
Yeah.
And, one of the questions that I get most on air or
Yeah.
on social is, Lydia, how do I celebrate? How do I make a dinner?
Yeah.
This is the answer.
Oh, I love it. So it's not just for Christmas, it's anything.
No, anything. 220 foolproof recipes, how to cook them, how to prepare in advance, how to set up the table. I even have drinks suggestions.
Oh,
so
my
it's the
goodness.
complete deal.
Oh my goodness. We all need this, y'all. If you are a hostess with the mostest, get this book.
Okay.
But yeah, so I guess go ahead and tell our audience a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? How did you get into cooking? All that good stuff.
Oh, well, it seems forever, but I'm from Italy, northern Italy, actually. I came to the United States, I was 12 years old, and as an immigrant, and my roots were in the food,
Yeah.
with grandma. She had all the courtyard animals. We had pigs, we had ducks, we had all that. So I kind of grew up in food, and, food was really appreciated, and sometimes there was not enough of it in a sense. And then coming to the States as a young girl, 12, I continued that passion for food while going to school.
Yeah.
And, food was one way for me to keep in touch with my roots, with my grandmother,
Yeah.
in this new wonderful country that I came.
Yeah.
And cooking all the time, going to school, I cooked in restaurants, I helped, make pocket money. Ultimately, met my husband who was in the industry, and he opened the restaurant, decided to open the restaurant. By then, I had work enough.
Yeah.
I got into, helped him, and ultimately developed myself into this position of an Italian chef, which I'm having a grand time.
Yeah.
Now, I've been on television as PBS for over 19 years.
Wow.
My show, so that's been a while.
That's awesome.
In the restaurant business since 1971, cooking.
Wow.
So I've been behind the stoves, as we say in our industry, for quite a while.
You're seasoned, pun intended.
Hey, you got it.
Well, how many restaurants do you have? Because you've opened several, right?
Yeah, we have 6 restaurants in the immediate family. Then
Wow.
I'm partnership with others.
Yeah.
Also partner in the Italy, the food kind of emporium. That's kind of,
Yeah.
we have one in Manhattan. We have one in LA.
Awesome.
Beautiful big stores, Italy. And, there, certainly they can get the book, whatever,
Yeah,
italy.com. And the 6 restaurants, books. This is my 11th book.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I'm about 360 degree of Italian food.
I love it. I love it. And you are definitely making me hungry this morning. I can't wait to try some of her food. But I guess, is it a competitive industry being a chef? And
It's a tough industry.
Really?
It really is. As a restaurant, you're dealing with food. You're dealing with people, people's palate. That's a
Yeah.
very sensitive thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're as good as your last meal, as they say in our industry. But what delights me and kind of really energizes me ever more, how important food has become in the American culture now.
Yeah.
How important it is to gather together at the table
Yeah.
with the family ever more. I
Absolutely.
remember that as a child,
Yeah.
and we kept that up because as an Italian family, and especially being immigrants, you kind of stick together.
Yeah.
But ever more now, the youngsters are getting into cooking food, understanding food, and it's also about our environment. When you understand food, when you properly grow food, it's a cycle, that really kind of a consciousness of our environment and doing it properly.
Definitely. Now, do you have a favorite, is there an all-time favorite recipe of yours?
I have 1,001. That's like asking me, Ashley, that's like asking me, do you have a favorite child? A different
True.
time,
Yeah.
a different
Exactly,
time, each
yeah.
child kind of comes up, depends on how they behave.
Well, how about in this book? Is there something that's really special to you?
You know what, Ashley, food is, I feel, in the Italian way, it's very seasonal. So we're getting into winter, into fall.
Yeah.
I love my soups. I love braisings. I love ossobuco, veal shank braised kind of for 2-3 hours.
gracious.
Nice baked pasta.
Yeah.
When you plan parties.
Yeah.
These are exactly the things that I share.
Okay.
Techniques. The oven is your friend. The braising of meats, roasting of meats, pasta. I love a nice spaghetti al dente. But
Come on.
when you're doing it for a group,
Yeah.
the oven.
Ooh.
Baked pasta
Wow.
is what you want. It's easy. It kind of, you can prepare it in advance, then finish it off, comes out bubbly out of the oven, and everybody loves it.
Awesome. Now, how does your family celebrate Christmas and celebrate like an Italian? What's like the number one thing that makes it an Italian celebration?
You have a house full. A table is so big that you can't fit everybody on the table. You kind of squeeze everybody in. That's what happens.
Number one.
But then what usually happens? This great antipasto beginning, and that's what I do. You make a spread, and I like to do it, and it's easier. Even keep that in mind. Also, you guys out there,
Yeah.
If you put a spread of an antipasto and let people kind of gather, and I mean beautiful cold cuts, hunks of cheese, marinated vegetables,
Yeah.
crunchy bread, and some good wine, and then the next course you sit at the table. So they're they
okay.
kind of and most of these things, the antipasto, most of these things, you don't even have to cook. Maybe you can toss a salad. You can buy these.
Yeah.
The question is that you buy the best that you can. Good products. Then you sit down, and you can imagine you have in the oven maybe 3 casseroles of baked pasta. Pull them out, put them on the table. That's the next course. And everybody sits down and kind of eats.
Yeah.
And then some roasts or braised meat, again,
Yeah.
family style, lots of vegetables. And then what I like, Ashley, is dessert is back to buffet.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about cleaning,
Yeah.
dishing. You spread it out on buffet while they're still finishing their main course.
Yeah.
And they can get up, and each one can take as much as they like of whatever they like.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's easy on the cook. Easy on the cook. Now, what do you want people to take away from this book besides amazing recipes?
I think what's important is, and I tell them all the time, that you are the hostess or the host, and therefore it is your home. So take the party, make it your own.
Yeah.
Don't be a kind of, oh my God, he eats this, she eats that, he drinks that. I mean, you have to be conscious about nutritional or needs or whatever.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's your party. Give it your flavor. You control
like
it,
it.
and
That's right.
and you know what? The guests will love it even more.
That's right, when it has your twist to it. Now, is there anything in the books for you? Anything coming up new on PBS or anything like that?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm working on my memoir, which is going to be out next May.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. You have to come back. You have to come back.
I will.
Okay,
Ashley.
good,
Yeah,
good.
okay.
And cook me something. No, I'm just kidding.
I always come with food.
That's a blessing.
There you go. And what's also interesting is, that I have a special coming out on PBS on December 15th.
Okay.
And you have to check your PBS station exactly at the time. And it's Lidia Celebrates America. And it's my 6th 1-hour special for Christmas.
Oh, I
and
love
the
that.
focus is on veterans. It really is. As an immigrant, I appreciate very much the freedom that this country offers, the opportunity that it doesn't come free.
Yes.
So we have, these young men that go out there and are willing to give part of their life, sometimes their life, so that we could be free. And so I kind of do this celebration. What I found, because sometimes veterans, they come back and they have difficulties. Well, I found these wonderful veterans that come back and they found the return into American society through farming. They became farmers.
Oh my
Excellent
goodness.
farmers of fruits, orchards, vegetables, the animal raising, pig farmers, and they get such satisfaction. It's so beautiful to see how these veterans that had this, tough time come back and kind of re-enter society
Yeah.
by feeding society.
I
nurture.
love it. I love it. That's so great. Now that's on December 15th?
December 15 on PBS. You
PBS.
gotta check. Or they can go on lidiasitaly.com and it will
Okay.
give you exactly.
Okay.
But it's on your local PBS.
Okay, awesome. Two things before we let you go downstairs to the studio. What advice would you give to someone who is just starting to learn how to cook? Maybe just married, wanting to cook their husband a nice meal, or vice versa, the husband wants to cook their wife a nice meal. What's the number one thing that you would tell
Actually,
them?
confidence. You know, don't be afraid to go in the kitchen. I get a lot, I can't cook, I can't boil water.
Yeah.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Everybody, you know, we all have connection with food.
Yeah.
Begin on those basic connections. You know, maybe things that you loved with your mother, with your grandmother,
Yeah.
and begin there.
Yeah.
Be led, you know, whether you get a book or you look for recipes or whatever. But the most important is get confidence, get in the kitchen.
Love
The second most important is products. Make sure you buy great products because that's half of the battle.
I love
half of what you do is all in the product.
That's good advice, guys. Good advice from a seasoned chef.
Okay.
All
Happy
right. Well,
cooking.
yes, exactly. Well, let's go ahead and check the live feed and see where people are watching from. Let's see. We got people watching from Myrtle Beach in Kansas. Informative nutrition, Felina said. Let's see. Fort Worth, Texas. Yes and amen. There's no greater sacrifice than a man to lay down his life. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. I'm enjoying watching her program on TV with my kids. Excellent. I would love to meet her someday and eat her cooking. Well, you can get her cooking with her latest book, Lydia's Celebrate Like an Italian. She's about to go down in the studio and do an amazing cooking demo with Gordon. Thank you so much, Lydia. This was
Thanks,
such a
Ashley.
blessing.
Thank
you so much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And you guys have a
Buon
great
Natale.
Friday.
Buon Natale.
Buon Natale.